Hi, my name is Mario Elias from DFK Lonsdale, and I'm here to present to you a presentation about business models. What is a business model? Basically, it's the method of doing business in order to generate revenue and income. And why is it important? It's because growth within an organization requires the business model to give you direction, like a steering wheel in a car. There's many types of business models, but you don't have to write them down now. You can download them off the internet after this presentation. Firstly is the sales-based model. This is a manufacturer or distributor or retailer or franchise. The pricing to generate revenue model covers areas like the cost-based model. This is where you buy a product and you add on a margin to produce the end sales price. The value-adding method is the one that predominantly is used by the real estate industry, where they sell your house, receive a commission, and then they generate their revenue that way. The competitive model, this is where you undercut your competitors. For example, the Coles and the Woolworths $2 milk carton price war, in order to eliminate the competition or at least increase their market share. The free product or the service, this is where you bring customers to your business and the advertisers pay for the product. This is generally used by television stations, radios, Facebook and Google. The feature pricing, this is where there's a low price item but with a very high price on the features. For example, if you buy a car for $20,000, you may pay extra for the sunroof, the bull bar, and the leather seats are very high margin. The razor blade method, this is where you buy a razor blade at $2, but the actual razors are about $3 each. Or a printer when you buy the cartridges at 90% of the original price. What keeps you up at night? A lot of business owners ask me that question. Number one, it's because they don't have the appropriate business model in their business. Or the business model that they adopted is not current and updated in line with the circumstances of their business. The process in solving any business problem. Number one, you've got to assess the business and what are the causes of your problems within the organization. Then you've got to find the appropriate business model for your business. Then you've got to implement that business model, review the results, and then perhaps fine-tune the results. Of course, a professional accountant can help you along the journey and solve your problem with yourself. But why choose a business model? Without a business model, it's like a car without a steering wheel. It's inevitable that you will crash, guaranteed. However, with a business model, you know your destination and you know how to get there, and it helps you along the way. I'll tell you a client story. A new client came to me. He had 11 hairdressing salons. He wanted to grow his business, but he was growing very rapidly. Some of the problems that he faced was that, number one, he had insufficient capital. Number two, he was renovating his stores on a regular basis and he didn't have enough time. And he was growing his business 3 or 4 times a year. And he had a lot of debt carried forward. He had no business strategy. He was growing for growth's sake, but he also had insufficient managerial qualified staff. And he also lacked the systems and the procedures, and there was no cash control within his organisation. At DFK Lonsdale, we came up with a solution. Number one, we said that his business model was inappropriate as a sole trader. It had to be a franchise model. Why? Because his brand was very strong. Secondly, the price, the service, the quality, the ambience of his outlets were excellent and was suitable for a franchise operation. He was very ambitious to grow his business very rapidly, and he wanted to spread his risks, but at the same time he wanted to share in the income. This is where other franchisees pay for the capital, but he also shared in their income as well. I want to encourage you to take action right now. Get a qualified independent person to review your business operations. And don't take whatever their advice on a personal level. Keep an open mind for change in the way you run your business. And for heaven's sakes, don't take advice from well-meaning friends or associates. And you've got to choose the appropriate business model and then review that business model every, say, 2 or 3 years to make sure it's appropriate for the circumstances. And above all, enjoy yourself, enjoy your work. And as I said before, you can download all this information right now. Take care.